Okay, here we go. Moving on to part 2 of this Oasis run. Thinking about how it's going to change for Bad Company 2. We are just taking the second base. We're moving on to the third base here, and it's a bit of a transitional base, this one. See, we're coming up here on some, it gets a bit dense and a bit urban over here. Also gets a little bit wet. That doesn't really change the gameplay as much as looking out for landmines. As you can see, C4 is a major threat around here. One, you can't see it, and two, there's so many bushes and everything around here. It's a real hassle to try and get your armor up here, which is what you want to do there, because I was trying to rush my tank in and punch a hole through to that crate, because that crate there is one of the toughest crates to get. You can see the 30mm is trying to do the same thing behind me. I'm trying to clear off the C4 there. Def Creed gets a sneaky little knife kill on me there, as I'm focusing on trying to support the armor. That's fine by me, really. I'd take a death to save a tank any day, especially a 30mm that's positioned as well as it is right there. So hopefully there's no more C4 guys around here, but the tank retreated anyway. You see there's a support kit there. Back in Bad Company 1 days they couldn't do anything but drill tanks. Then hopefully that won't be any threat to the 30mm. But apparently all our tanks are reversing the wrong way, so it looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. We did take the crate which is in the buildings just here. That is a crate I think that's on the roof, so that might change in the next game. There is a small roof above it, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be serious. There's a car there, just to kind of dodge bullets as I drive over here. And it seems they've got a tank of their own, which is dangerous. We're going to deal with that. And we've armed this crate, so it looks like we've managed to storm in here. Mortar strikes will probably be a big problem against this building, although it is kind of flat ground, and as long as you keep the hill out in front of it and look out for snipers, that should be alright. They get a lot of armor as well, so I'm imagining 12 times optical scope is going to be a problem. Other than that, it should be alright, especially with keeping people supplied with motion sensors and stuff. So, because the nearest ammo crates, you need to retreat from this area and away. Thankfully, you won't have to worry about medic so much because there's a back spot. This medic takes so freaking long to give me a health stick, health pack, that our tank gets stolen, and I wonder if that medic would be a little bit more on the ball. I probably could have got to that tank before that guy did. And because this is a new account, by the way, I don't have a health stick on this assault kit. I know I've said in the past, oh, how can you not have a health stick? Well, what I mean is, how can you have a health stick and not any other unlocks? Believe me, the very first point I unlocked on this was a health stick, so this is like literally my first game away. So I sneak around here, and we get this little sequence coming up. The guy ninja jumps me, and here I could have let rip with the gun there and open up, but I felt a little bit sissy backing away from the guy firing when he's trying to get a knife kill. So I tried to pull my own knife out, and I lost a 50-50 chance to get the knife kill. So I could have been ruthless and shot that guy in the face, but I tried to play it a little bit more fair. I noticed that car as I got in there had was being painted up, so I'm guessing the tank near there is about to get slammed by a rocket launcher, a JDAM, I should say. Back in Bad Company 1 days, knives are always the best for close quarters, so I'm gonna play ninja up above the stairs and descend on anybody around here. You see, this building is almost definitely going to be destructible. However, there are a lot of other buildings around it, and I think it's going to be difficult to get this building down with mortar strikes, because there are buildings sort of in the way. I gave some friendly stab damage to the medic, but he'll get over it because he's got health packs. And if he's too stupid to use his health packs, then he probably deserves to get stabbed. And we have some firefights going on across the road there. So we've taken this base, which is the more forward of the two crates, and we're going to move on to this one. Now, this is one that, out of all the crates, I reckon is definitely going to switch, because I have read that they are taking all the crates off the top of buildings and putting them inside buildings and on the ground and stuff. And as you can clearly see, this one is definitely on a roof here. just coming up here, it's on the roof. This probably means they said that because if you destroy a building and the crate's on the top, it's going to look a bit strange that the crate just pops by itself. See, I failed to jump the little gap there because my legs went through the wall, and there's all sorts of dodgy physics going on there. So I try again, I get it right on the second try, and I start to arm some crates here. I don't know where they're going to relocate this crate. Maybe just one floor down inside? That'd be kind of cool. It's going to be vulnerable to tanks running up the road, but there are anti-tank Cornet missiles on the corner of each of the buildings across the road. So I don't think armor's really going to be that much of a problem. You're just going to need to keep a sharp eye out for C4 teams. Because it's so dense and packed around here, you're definitely going to want to keep the motion sensors flying. Now I get sniped, but it's too late because we're going to get the crate. And any second now. Go to spawn in the Humvee. And look around, seeing where this thing's going, and I get sniped out the back. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me in the back, so kind of sucks that it happened finally. Not really a big deal because we're moving on to the next base. Still using an assault class on this base, which probably isn't the best class to use because it's kind of a long-range weapon, the assault class. The grenade launcher is really handy though, just for plowing through stuff and just trying to get a straight line there. Now, I'm coming up on this base here, and there's a crate on the top of the building. Obviously, you can climb up those crates there. I saw the corner of a tank. I want to go the different way that the tank isn't. See a passer friendly there who went the wrong way, and he got owned for a tank for going the wrong way. And that is why I didn't go up those boxes, and when I went inside and double back. Now, I didn't check the building properly here, so I thought that guy there was a guy spawning on me. Apparently not. He was on the tower, and he just dropped down to finish me off, and he's going to disarm the crate. So it's pretty poor play on me there. I probably should have checked the tower, although I don't know, you can't really blame me because it's pretty rare that someone would choose to go up on that tower, especially because it's a very obvious place. And we have this little knife melee fight here. As you see, the knives were cool back then and really deadly, but they were pretty random, and it's people just using it as primary weapons over the place. There's a massive stab-a-thon going on. More funny than anything else. So I'm going to try again. And there's a tank there this time, which I forego. Probably because I don't have the right kit for it. And as you can see, the smoke trail there, it bent in, so it means that people are actually using the dart gun and tracer darts, and actually using it properly. So if they're managing to use it properly at that range, then they're probably going to have a real easy job of just completely stopping the tank outright. So I'm just going to go in with the assault kit and see how far I get again. It's a really hard base to assault this. Not only is there they have armor, but they also have a very easily defendable courtyard. Not to mention the fact that they have a crate and it's on the ground floor and it's completely surrounded by cover. So it's really hard to hit, really hard to arm because they can see it from all different buildings. And obviously, I think on Bad Company 2, there's no buildings around it, so you can't drop a building on it to kill it. So this really is going to be a bit the base to keep. So all is, even though it's the last base, all is not lost, because I think this is going to be the hardest one to take. That is my opinion, I think. As you see, yeah, I've got more. I'm trying to do a straight line to get here faster. Being high is always good. There's scaffolding everywhere. Mainly being high is good because you can shoot down on people, and if you're under duress, it's pretty easy to just drop down into cover, and then it's pretty hard for other people to come and get you after that. So I make my move here on this base, and obviously the tank's dead, and no one's on this road, so I'm going to make my way up these boxes here, although it won't really matter, because on Bad Company 2, as this is on the roof, I think they're probably going to move this one, so I don't even know those boxes are still going to be there. It's probably going to be inside this building here. Either way, it's probably not a bad idea just to come in through the roof anyway, because there's probably people guarding the doors here. Thank you Death Krieg. I'll take my tags back from earlier. Another little thing that's peculiar to Bad Company 1, as you see, I'm getting absolutely dominated by mortar strikes. It's doing good damage to the crate, although the crate is actually armed. I'm getting absolutely dominated by these mortar strikes. They're absolutely tearing me a new one, and they're constantly coming in. I can't escape from the building, make a move on the other crate, and as you see, it's team fire. So there's a guy over there who's just completely bombing the crap out of that building. If there's Bad Company 2, that would probably bring the building down, so that's probably good to know. Especially since there's a tower on top of the building, like a little hut, and I'm going to kill that guy because he was glitching the mortar strike. His mortar strikes were coming in constantly. Not only is that a glitch, which is a little bit annoying, it's also preventing me from getting anywhere near that crate, because he's mortar striking the only cover that's close to the crate, which I'm going to have to move through if I'm going to have any sort of chance. And God kills me there. Nothing I can do about that. JDAM kills are pretty random on infantry. They just happen, and you just got to accept it and move on. So desperately trying to get this crate. Looking at the reinforcement bar, probably going to be our last gasp to try and take this thing. As you can see, I give you a little tour of the crate here. This is going to be a really tricky crate to get. As you can see, there are concrete boxes which cannot be destroyed. You've got sandbags to absorb some damage for the crate. It's in the open, so there's no way we're going to be doing anything with buildings falling on it. As it happens in this game, they throw grenades in there which will completely counter me. From listening to what the developer said about this game, they have changed the topography of the map a bit. There is a terraced area, a bit like the terraced area on Erica Harbour, if anyone's played that. Probably going to be on the left side of the road here. It's probably all going to be terraced, so I'm not quite sure if there's going to give an elevated position to shoot the crate with some ordnance, maybe. But then again, it's going to be easy to defend, so it's going to be a bit tricky. As far as this match is going, that tank's definitely our last gasp. Support it as much as we can. It's on 24 health. There's anti-armor kits everywhere. Get some tags. Deal with the spec ops, but I'm going to go down. I don't think the tank's going to do much damage to the crate. It's just a question of maybe rushing the crate with some ordnance. I try and go for some rocket launcher damage on the crate here, which kind of demonstrates just how hard it is and how close you have to be for it to actually work. Depending on where they put this terraced section in on this map. It all depends. As you see, that rocket did nothing, pretty much. It's taking care of some of the things. So you need to be really close to get a shot on it, and obviously it's going to be really easy to defend. As my death shows pretty much there. So we got to the end base. It's been a nice little tour of this map. It's been a while since I played it. There's some good times on this map, and I'm really looking forward to it on Bad Company 2. Definitely gonna be some nice improvements, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'll have to check it out, and maybe do another little comparison piece when Bad Company 2 finally does get this map, and see what I got right and what I got wrong. So see you guys then.